Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this picture of their cup and asked me to kind of critique it, and I found these, well, the picture's terrible, but there's some lines inside the text. It's because this thing is full of fill. I've already taken away the lines from the inside. I haven't taken the lines from the word Army yet. So we're going to do the yellow box trick, and you can see all the white. And she actually had a graphic on their screen that looks much better than the graphic in the circle. So I'm going to kind of show her how to clean this up. This is a mess because the white is part of the whole thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to find out how big this is. It's only 1.79 inches, so let's make the item 2, or nudge factor 2, and let's nudge that ring over. Well, we evidently have to ungroup everything, and let's see if we can't nudge that ring over. Now I'm going to see it's clear, but it's got a white between it. So I'm going to see what this thing is. It's actually connected together, break curve apart, and see there's the white background. So now we're clear. Now we're good to go. Let's see how many times we have to do that. Let's make our yellow box a little bigger. Let's take the other ring and move it over. And that actually included the words, and we don't want to do that yet. So let me get rid of the Army. I'm pretty sure I've got everything. I can't break the curve apart because it's bad. Sometimes if you can't click on something, you have to get off of it, and that's what it is. There's basically some white fill with some lines in it there, and we're going to go ahead and do these stars too while we're at it, because they're going to, with our nudge factor set, we're going to set them exactly where they're supposed to be. And see, there's even a problem right there. Oh, that's my yellow box. My yellow box is not quite big enough. So now what I would do, we've got our 2 circles. Let's make our yellow box a little bit bigger also. Let's use the Smart Fill tool and the nudge factor. Fill in that deal and nudge it over. Basically what we're doing is just cleaning this thing up, making life a little easier. We can reduplicate that next circle without any problem if we feel we need it. We'll look at the design. So with the Smart Fill tool, I'm just filling it in and then moving it over. And it's putting it right where it needs to be. And as you can see, they're clear, transparent. And we can do the stars. And this way, everything's right where it should be. Now there's 2 rings that we don't have, but we could very easily duplicate those rings. You see, they got that, so let's put no fill. Let's see if we can't go up to range, break curve apart, and grab the center stuff and delete. Well, there's our ring. We just delete our ring, so we can nudge that out of the way and grab this and just delete it all. Then we can bring our ring back. So we've got all the rings, and she's got this great graphic, and I've already changed it up a little bit and made it a 1/2 point and scaled it with object. Let's see if we can make it small enough where it won't be terrible. This actually might be the one she used. And what I'm going to do to make life easy, I'm going to grab all this, I'm going to Control G, and I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. And then I can take my graphic and put it in the center of the page. I think that's going to be a lot better. Everything's a 1/2 inch or a 1/2 point. It should engrave. You could do a lot with this, and since you've got a test cup, I see you've already written 3 And whenever you do this, you could, run it like right there and not waste another cup. And don't throw those cups away, just keep them in your car. I would change up this a little bit. I would actually probably rewrite that. You could do a lot with this. You could add a little smart feel to the arrows. Give it a little bit more detail if you wanted to. I think that would be a lot better. Let's see, make sure it's all transparent. Let's get our yellow box trick. And yes, I would go with that. But I would also rewrite this wording. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.